Hello, Ahmed.
Hello, Mayor. How are you?
Very good, very good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. And thank you for allowing me to be coached by you today.
You're very welcome. Thank you for
Thank you.
joining.
So,
So, why don't you tell people about you? Just a few words so they will know who you are. I told them
yes,
a
so,
little bit about you yesterday, but maybe we have new
well,
people. So,
yeah. So my name is Ahmad Shah Duran. I come from an architectural background, but about 10 years ago, I decided to stop architecture and become a leadership and communications coach and educator.
wow,
So I help people to become a better version of what they want to be.
wow.
Good teachers, good husbands, good wives, good whatever they want to be. I try to help them to reach that, to utilize their potential.
That's amazing. And you are also an artist.
Well, coming from an architectural background, it's natural, yes.
Yeah,
So I have done some of the paintings are on the wall behind that I
exactly.
have worked.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So, what are we going to talk about today?
So I have a couple of issues that I want to raise and want to get your insights on it. One of them is many people that I know, they spend a lot of their time in their businesses to make money. As a result, what happens is they neglect their families, their children, their spouses, and their extended families, and even other people.
Mhm.
Now, what I want is, can you explain how important is good relationships in making money? Because I think that there is an imbalance that I see here between what
Yes.
people are doing.
Yeah, yeah, I can see that people put a lot of attention on some areas and some areas they don't. And when there's a total imbalance, it is because you don't know what you're doing in those areas.
Hmm.
It's just an indication of lack of control. So when someone don't know something, the manifestation of that is lack of control, and the lack of control it is manifesting as not the relationship in other areas are not there. The lack of control manifests in bad relationships. The lack of control manifests in stress. It's all just lack of control, and lack of control always come from one of two sources.
Hmm.
Either you don't know, you have a lack of knowledge, or you have lack of responsibility.
Ah,
It's
yes.
so simple, because if I really know what I'm doing in my business, I would be in control over my business, and it will require no effort. What does it mean, require no effort? It's not that there are no barriers, etc., but that I can decide these games I play and these games I don't play. Those barriers, it takes me 5 minutes to handle, and those barriers takes me 15 minutes to handle. But everything is under my control. I can start it, I can change
Mhm.
it, and I can stop it as I want. So
Wow.
all those problems are just an indication of lack of knowledge or lack of responsibility. Once you really understand that, now you have a solution, because the reason problems do not get solved is because people don't actually have the source of the problem. And so instinctively they try to handle the manifestation. So like someone have a headache, or
Mhm.
someone got a disease, and instead of finding what caused the disease, they take a pill. Or let's say you've got a new car, and there's a red warning light turn on, and instead of finding why the red light turned on, you go and you break the light. It doesn't make sense, but that's what people do.
I see. Ah. So this in any way related to that? So you have taught us that knowledge and responsibility and control, they go together, and control is income. So if they either have a problem with knowledge or with responsibility, then they won't have control over things, and therefore they won't have any income. And that income could be in terms of fulfilling relationships, or in terms of making money, or any other thing that people want. That's
Yeah, that's basically it. What you see when you have a problem. A
mm,
problem is an indication of lack of control. You do something uncontrollably. Why will you do that? Because you don't know, or you are not
uh,
responsible. Any problem in your life, what's the difference between a problem and a barrier? A barrier is something that separates you from something that you want, but you know you can overcome it. A
mhm,
problem is something that you know you cannot overcome. The moment that you realize, or the moment that you simply decide you can overcome the problem stop being a problem, you actually gain control. And from that moment onward, things will improve. Now, why people don't see the solution for problems? Because they're using the manifestation of the problem instead of the source of the problem. The moment that you have the source of the problem stop being a problem and it become a barrier, and then you can solve it.
uh, very, very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Also, many people sincerely try to have good relationships with their families, with other people, with their surrounding in the workplace, etc. And yet they are not really very successful. Can you give some tips on how
Yeah.
to have good, lasting, and fulfilling relationships? What are the secrets of good relationships?
Okay, the secrets of good relationship. Number one, the first and most important thing, you really need to understand that relationships are important. The number and quality of your relationships will define how healthy you are, how
Mm.
happy you are, and how wealthy you are. And this
Uh-huh.
is really important to understand. If you really get it, if you really, really get it, you will understand that. Okay. Number two, the second very, very, very important thing to understand is relationship is something that you need to create.
Uh-huh.
They don't just continue. You need to create them. Okay. Number three is that you have to understand that relationship will hit bumps. Okay, you will have situation in relationship, you will have problems in relationship, and here there is a major mistake, that because people don't know that mistake or don't understand that mistake, they have disastrous relationship. What's the mistake? When you look at the machine get fixed by finding what's wrong with the machine. If my cell phone is not working, I need to find what's wrong with the cell phone. Is it the battery?
Mm.
Is it one of the components? Something is wrong with the cell phone. Okay. But unlike machine, when you have problems with people, you don't fix them by finding what's wrong, but you fix them by finding what's right.
Uh-huh. I
Yes.
see.
The
Yeah.
only way to fix relationship, the only way to fix a person, the only way to fix the other person is to find what's right about them. And the instinct is to find what's wrong. And the more you find what's wrong, the more you turn the other person into a machine. And a machine is a dead thing. A machine do not love. A machine do not have ethics sense. A machine do not give you back. A machine is a dead thing. People are alive. People
Hmm.
are giving you love. People have a sense of ethics. People want good. Machine don't. And the way you behave will define the way that you'll get the behavior back. So if I act to you like you are a machine, you will act like a machine. And if I'll act to you like you are a person, you will act like a person. The big difference is machine you fix by finding what's wrong with them. People you fix by finding what's right with them.
Right. This is very important. Let me repeat the three things that you mentioned so that people who listen will also get it, but for myself to understand. So in relationships, you told us three fundamental things. One of them is relationship actually is fundamental for having to be wealthy, to be happy, and to be
Healthy, happy, and wealthy.
and wealthy. Happy, healthy, and wealthy. It depends on the relationships, the quantity of your relationships, the quality of your relationships, and the security of your relationships. Item number two, if I understood correctly, is that relationships are created continuously. You don't just establish and then you let it wither away. It has to be
Yeah.
continuously nurtured and nourished and recreated. And the third thing is that when something is wrong with things, we discover what is wrong and we fix it there. But when relationships with people, we have challenges and hiccups along the way, we don't fix it by what is wrong, but we fix it by what is right with those people with whom we have relationship problems.
Exactly.
Yes.
That's
Good.
amazing.
I think I grasped it. This is very,
Yeah.
very important. And it's counterintuitive because most people in my life that I have seen, including what I do, like last Thursday, I had a Facebook Live with another person about how to bring peace in Afghanistan on the peace process. And there are negotiations in Qatar. So we were discussing how many problems each side is having and what is wrong and what is going wrong, etc. At the end, it clicked in my mind. And I told my partner, I said that let's start off finding what is right, what is going right there.
Exactly. Because only right things will bring you right. You see, if most people are really good at finding wrong, they really can see everything that's wrong. They really can find it because all their life they find what's wrong with everything. What's wrong with themselves, what's wrong with their
Yeah.
wife, what's wrong with their children. They're really good at that. They've been trained for that for all their life. But the truth is that you find only what you're looking for. If you will keep looking for something wrong, I can put gold in front of you and you will find something wrong with that. It's not enough. It's not my God. It's not his God. Whatever, you will come up with something that's not right with the God. Because this is what it is. And you will see that people that are really have an amazing wife will find what's wrong with the wife. And a person that don't have a wife will find what's wrong with not having a wife. And a person that everyone is continuously finding what is wrong, and the wrong grow. Actually, you will see that your responsibility as part of the human race is to find what's right, because every time you find something wrong, you put one more nail on the future of the human race.
Wow.
Because what does it mean to die? When everything is wrong, then you die. Every time you find something wrong, you kill one more piece of your dream. And when you killed all your dreams, you are dead. And that's what happens when people find something wrong. I think that there is another very important part for all of this thing. And it is that to create a relationship, you need two people. So you need me and you, me and my body. Even with the machine, me and the machine, you need two terminals, yes, to create a relationship. But to fix a relationship, you need only one.
Okay. Can you elaborate on that a little bit?
Yes.
Because I
If
think
I
most people,
decide, yeah, if I decide
yeah,
that whatever this person is doing is, I find what's right about him. In my eyes, he is not wrong. He's never
mhm,
wrong. I find just good about him. Good, 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 good. There could not be a problem. Why? Because the problem is a force counter force, two
uh-huh.
opposing intentions. If I don't push against you, you cannot push against me. There could not be a problem. So to
Wow.
fix a problem, you need
Mhm.
one person to decide, to take responsibility, to be in control, to move his hand, to stop pushing against, to stop being, to see what's right. So, for example, your wife come to you and say, you know, this is really not okay, what you are doing. Now you have two options. To be, I can be mayor the problem or mayor the solution. Mayor the problem was, of course I'm right, and I will push against her and she will push against me and we have a problem. If I'm mayor the problem, I will tell her, honey, I really admire how you look for me and how you want my life to improve and how you always looking to help me.
Mhm.
Now, in front of me, what I get is the
Yeah,
person become nothing. He's not pushing, and she's like, really? And I say, yes. And you will fix it, of course. I'll do anything for you, honey. I love you. And at that
yeah,
moment, there is no more problem. The only thing people want, the only thing people want, the one thing that they're willing to pay anything for is to be understood.
uh-huh.
If you tell the other side, look, I understand your viewpoint. From your viewpoint, you are right. From your, you don't even have to see how they are right, but you can even see that from their viewpoint, you see where they're coming from. You understand what they're doing. If you can do that, you actually got to a position where you cannot have a problem. Why? Because at that moment, you're doing something they can experience. The
Yeah,
problem that you have is when you do something the other side cannot experience. If you can experience it, then it's not a problem for you. So if I come to you and I say, you know, you have a beard and you can experience it, it's no problem, yes? But if you're telling me, you know, you really look old and maybe I cannot experience it, then I will have a problem, yes? So
mm,
if I do only those things that the other side can experience, I will never have a problem. Never, 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 never have a problem. And that's telling you as a person that getting the other side the behavior. So if you behave to me and for me, anything that you can do, I can experience anything, anything. Why? Because I know you have good intentions. I don't check you based on your intention. I check you based on your result. I check you based on your intention. I don't care what are your actions. I care what your intention. So if you tell me, you know, you are very stupid, idiot, blah, blah, blah. And I said, thank you. Thank you for telling me. I really, I can see from your viewpoint that probably if I was in your viewpoint exactly, I'll have the exact same data as you have. I would probably think the same way.
yeah, that's good. I'm a master trainer of a program called Verbal Aikido, which was developed by James McNeil. I believe you might have met him through Raymond Aron. There is a formula there and says that people don't really want you to agree with them, but what they want to do is to be heard, understood, accepted, and respected. And
Yeah.
if you can do these four things with them, then you can talk to them and negotiate about anything. There will be no problem in relationships if you can do those four things. And what you are now teaching us is so close in the same way.
Yeah, yeah, it's very close. And I think that the only thing people want is to be understood.
To be understood. Yeah.
Because if you really understand someone, what that actually mean, it means that you accept his reality, you can communicate with him,
Mhm.
and you have an affinity with him. That's what means to be understood. So
Mm.
if a person is understood, at that moment, what you actually have, you have a spiritual connection. Because
Ah,
the
yes.
spiritual connection is composed, you will have as much spiritual connection as you have high affinity. Because what does it mean, high affinity? Is you share the same space. What does it mean to share the same space? Only spirits can share the same space. What does it
Ah,
mean, good communication? Only spirit can communicate, because people always have a degree of miscommunication.
I
And what
see.
does it
Yeah.
mean, have reality? It means that I can put myself as the source point. I can see how he create his own reality.
Well, well, yeah, this is a new level of understanding of the ARC. Thank you, Mayor. This is
Yeah.
now I see. I usually will bring an example of a love seat in the airport and in a hotel lobby, saying that you share the same space. If you can communicate, if you are married or engaged, you can go and sit in that one, but in a love seat and touch each other. But if there was a stranger setting, you will never be able to go there. But now
Mhm.
you are, at the level of the spirit, it's a completely different meaning of affinity for me. Thank you very
Very
much.
welcome. Very, very welcome. Yeah.
I want to gear shift to shift gear a little bit and go to another thing. A lot of the people that I deal with and work with, the issue of money is very important for them, and I think most probably it's also the source of a lot of their problems because they focus so much on it, whether it's in the right or the wrong way. What are some of the tips that you can give that people can make some money effortlessly without jeopardizing their relationships, without stepping on other people, etc.
How, okay, so the first thing you need to understand that money has an emotion.
Uh-huh.
Actually, it's representing a specific emotion. Okay.
Yeah.
And you will see that you will have as much money as you see good in others.
Uh-huh.
I can
Okay.
tell you exactly how much money a person will have by examining how many complaints he has. People that have a lot of complaints are extremely right. It's very important for them to be right, but they
Mhm.
don't have good relationship with other people. People that have money have one thing in common. People that don't steal money, actually making money, is they
Mhm.
making money because they have this ability to create amazing relationship with other people, which means they see all the good things about the other person. Because
Mhm.
in order for me to create a good relationship with you, I just need to see all the good things about you. I need to see that you are so perfect, and anything that is not perfect for me, it's not you. When I work with someone, when I see a person, I look at them, and my viewpoint on people is this person is perfect, and anything that is not perfect is not him. If he betrayed me, it's not he betrayed me.
Mm.
He is perfect. His action are not. So when someone asked me to give an advice for a married people that just got married, which my son asked me to give them an advice, I told them in their marriage, I told them, listen, I've got one advice for you. Okay, you love each other, and what does it mean? It means that you decided that in this relationship you love the person because of his intentions and never because of his action. You never evaluate him based
Mm.
on his action. And you will see that the magic is that once you start to evaluate a person by his intention, he never do bad action. If someone did a bad action, someone made him wrong for a long time already. Someone
Yeah.
actually convinced him that he is wrong. So you want money, you want to print money, start to improve your ability to see the good in others. You need to have the law that I made up, which is You are perfect, and anything that is not perfect is not you, but only for as long as you see everyone else at least as perfect as you.
Ah,
If you learn this
yes.
one simple law, you will see that money will just come to you. You will not be able to run away from this thing. Like there will be a problem of I don't have time to count it.
Yeah, I think we need to repeat this for people who are watching. So you are perfect. Anything that is not perfect is not you, and you are perfect as long as you see everybody else to be as perfect as you are.
Yeah,
Did I
that's
catch it enough?
yeah, yeah, that's the
Very
law.
good.
That's the law.
That's very good. Okay.
Now there's
Uh,
a lot of technical explanation for why it is and how to prove it and da 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 da. But if you can take it as a law at the moment and start to apply it and
mhm.
never succumb to an invitation to see something bad with people, never succumb, never. Whatever invitation you have to see bad in people, never succumb to it. You will see that there will be no pain for you. There will be no disappointments for you. You will have so much in this universe that you will have endless amount of abundance. You will just anything that you will want will happen.
A person who is equipped with this skill, I think, can be a good mediator in resolving a lot of disputes in the society. It's
Yes,
Yeah,
definitely.
this is very, very. Thank you very much. Thank you, Mayor. This is very useful, especially in
Yeah,
what I'm doing in
yeah,
relation to the Afghan peace process. For me, this is gold nuggets.
yeah.
I want to, I heard, I received this announcement that you are having a webinar on relationships coming soon next
Yes,
Wednesday. And
yeah,
what I want you to explain uh, a little bit about relationships and what people who sign up for it uh, will learn. And obviously, for people who are listening, it's free, right? This one is
yeah,
no charge.
yeah.
So, well, thank you for offering it at no charge to people because people will really benefit from it. But can you explain a little bit
Yeah.
what?
So I'm going to start a new series that called the Extreme Wisdom series. And
Mhm.
in this series, every week I will have a different topic. And then, for example, we can this week we will, or next this coming Wednesday, we will talk about relationship, and I'll take a specific issue and handle it and give you tools
Mm.
that, if you will apply them, those areas will be totally 100% handled, guaranteed, not a maybe, 100%
Mm.
handled. So, for example, we will handle the area of let's say why relationship get broken. You know, you meet
Mm.
a person, you love them, you cannot wait to be with them, you dying for this lady just to say hello to you, just to reply to your text. You'll do anything for her, and then you get married and you'll do anything to get rid of her. Why? How come you have a business relationship that at the beginning you really think this guy, he is so good, he's going to help me so much, we're going to do amazing in this business, and he's amazing. I want to work with him. I want to work with him. I want to work with him. And few months into the relationship, you want to kill him. It's just illegal, but you want to kill him. The
Yeah,
only thing that
yeah.
stops you is like it's illegal. Yes, but you really cannot stand him. How come that someone that you used to admire, you cannot hear his voice? His voice makes you upset. How come? What is it that actually destroy relationships? Now, like anything in this universe, if you know the source of the problem, you solve 99% of the problem. There's this guy that called 99% Johnson, is a professor in, I think, in MIT, that
Uh-huh.
said that if you have the source of the problem, you solve 99% of the problem. if you have the source of the problem, if you know why the problem is happening, you basically solve 99% of the problem. And what I'm going to give you is the source of any problem in relationships. There are only 9 reasons why relationship get destroyed. Only 9. You learn those 9 reasons, and you will see that any problem with the relationship that you have, relationship with your body, why do your body get sick? Relationship with your spouse, relationship with money, relationship with your children. How come that your children that used to admire you, oh, daddy, daddy, anything, all of a sudden when they get to the age of 13, 14, 15, they start to say, oh, I cannot stand my parents. They're terrible. Why? It doesn't make sense. Something is missing. And most people actually don't realize that if they don't have the real reason for the problem become bigger. If the problem become bigger, it's an actual proof, 100% proof that you don't know the source of the problem. If the problem become bigger, you don't know the source of the problem. And so we're going to talk about this week about the source of relationship problems. And I will also have something really unique. I will take a person, a total random person, never met. I don't know who is that guy or lady. And they have a specific relationship problem. And I will coach them online just like that, without any real preparation, online, and solve the problem. So you will see a real life situation. And how do you solve it? Yeah.
Wow.
So it's totally free, or this one is totally free. Maybe the second one will be also free, but generally it's a paid class. I'm doing the free webinars right now to introduce people to the class. And those classes will be on many subjects: money, sales, marketing, online marketing, anything, many subjects. What is the spirit? What is past lives? How do you contact past lives? What many subjects, and you will see that everything that I teach there is not necessarily what you want to hear, but what you need to hear. It is definitely not what everyone say, because what everyone said do not bring the expected result. Most people fail most of the time, but definitely you're going to come to those webinars. I promise you it will not be what you expect, and I also promise you that the result will be just life-changing.
I see some people here want to just, I think they're on your side. There is Benny,
Yeah,
Oren, thank you, Benny, and there is Mirwais Rafiq also, and Avi Bodara, and
yeah.
Nancy Jones. Thank you for watching, and thank you for allowing us to be on your screen. So this is Mayor. You are always full of wisdom. I know the title, Extreme Wisdom. It is very fitting for what you are telling us and humanity at large, and all the philanthropic work that you do and try to improve the life of human beings all
Thank you.
around the world. I don't have any questions, but if you have any last word to the viewers, perhaps.
Yeah. So first of all, I want to thank you for joining me, and I want to thank every person that joined us, and of course Shamaya for organizing it at the background. And I joined the Extreme Wisdom series. It's really going to change your life, 100% guaranteed. And how do you join it? You just go to www.gp100x.com. It's on the screen. So www.gp100x.com. Register and change your life. Thank you very much, Ahmed. And
Thank
we
you.
will see you in the next one.
Yeah. See you in about an hour and a few minutes.
Yes. Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Take care.